Welcome back. We're diving into the seventh part of our series, The Real Reason You're Not Financially Free. Today, we're talking about something huge, a force that's so powerful, and yet most of us don't even see it. It's your environment, and it might just be the thing that's secretly keeping you broke. I want you to just imagine something for a second. What if getting better with money wasn't about gritting your teeth and trying harder? What if it had nothing to do with more willpower? What if, instead, it was all about changing the world you live in every day? That's the big idea we're tackling, the incredible and often hidden power that your surroundings have over your bank account. Okay, so let's get real. When we're struggling with money, where do we usually point the finger? Right at ourselves, right? We think, I just need more discipline. But what if you're not actually the problem? What if the real culprit is something else entirely? You know, we're all taught that financial success is a game of personal discipline. But honestly, that's only a tiny piece of the puzzle. There is a much, much bigger player on the field: your environment. We're talking about the people you hang out with, the stuff you watch and read, the places you go. It all guides your money habits more than you could ever imagine. So, think about it. That last time you went out for a really pricey dinner, was that something you truly wanted to do, or was it just what everyone in the group was doing? And what about that new phone? Did you actually need it, or did it just feel kind of normal to get the latest upgrade? It makes you wonder, doesn't it? How many of your financial choices are actually your choices? And that brings us to this really critical idea: the power of what feels normal. See, your environment doesn't bully you into making bad decisions. Oh no, it's much, much sneakier than that. This slide just lays it out so perfectly. On one side, you've got motivation. It's like a shot of espresso. It gives you a jolt, but it wears off pretty fast. It always feels like effort. But then on the other side, you've got your environment. That's constant. It's like the air you breathe. It doesn't feel like effort because it just is. It becomes your default setting, your baseline for everything. And this is the absolute key right here. It doesn't force you, it just normalizes things. When everyone around you is taking lavish vacations and buying new cars, that level of spending just starts to feel, well, normal. And once it feels normal, you stop even questioning it. It's just what people do. So you really have to ask yourself this: is your environment making things harder for you? Because trying to save money when you're surrounded by messages to spend is like trying to go on a diet while living inside a donut shop. I mean, sure, your willpower might last for a little while, but day in and day out, the environment is probably going to win. Now we have to talk about the most powerful environment in the 21st century. It's the one that's with us 24/7 in our pockets, on our desks, our digital environment. It's so true, isn't it? What we see on our screens, our social media feeds, the YouTube videos we watch, the influencers we follow, this has become one of the single biggest forces shaping our financial lives, whether we realize it or not. Think about it. Your feed is constantly, quietly whispering in your ear. It's showing you these perfect lifestyles to aspire to, the latest gadgets you should consider, these amazing experiences you have to try. And without you even noticing, it's programming you with a new definition of what's normal and what you should be doing with your money. And here's where it gets really tricky. You might start your day totally focused on your own goals, like saving up or paying off debt. But after just a few minutes of scrolling, you're subconsciously comparing your real life to someone else's perfectly curated highlight reel. And that is a game you will never, ever win. Okay, so this might sound a little bit depressing, I get it. But here's the really good news. You are not powerless here. Not at all. The secret isn't to just resist your environment with sheer willpower. The secret is to redesign it. The strategy is called environmental design. It's a bit of a fancy term, but the idea is actually super simple. It just means you intentionally, consciously set up your surroundings, both in the real world and online, so that your goals become the easy default option. And you can start right away with this simple 3-step plan. First, just audit. Pay attention to what you're exposed to, what content, which people, what places are shaping your idea of normal. Second, curate. That unfollow button is your best friend. Mute people. Intentionally follow accounts that actually support your goals. And third, adjust. Be honest about which apps or places trigger you to spend, and then just spend less time on them. Because the whole point of all this is to stop fighting an uphill battle every single day. You want to make good decisions the easy decisions. When your environment is on your side, you don't have to drain your willpower just to get through the day. The temptation just isn't there anymore. I know this can sound like a huge project, but it's not about changing everything all at once. Like any real change, it starts with one small, simple action. So here's your homework, and it's super easy. Your only job today is to just notice. That's it. Notice one single environmental influence. It could be an ad that pops up, a comment from a friend, a post you scroll by. Just notice it, and notice how it makes you feel about your own money. Because you can't change what you're not aware of. That simple act of paying attention, that's the first step. That's where you take your power back. Awareness is where all change begins. So I'm going to leave you with this final thought to chew on. Take a really honest look around you, your home, your friends, and especially your phone. Is your environment helping you get where you want to go? Or is it quietly holding you back? The answer to that question, well, it could change absolutely everything.